Welcome to the classroom of which I will teach you how to use the effect command in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Please note that I'm only going to be teaching you the basics, so it's up to you, the player, to decide if you want to further your learning beyond this video. So /effect is quite straightforward, luckily. So after putting in /effect, we decide who the player or players are going to be, the effect that's going to happen, the time it will last, the strength of that effect, and if there's particles involved. A bit of Commands 101 here. It's important to know how to decide which players are affected by any command, not just effect. So for example, maybe yours or your friend's gamertag is Matilda Sucks, perhaps, which it doesn't. That's a good movie, and I wouldn't like if anyone said otherwise. But there is a convenient way to address players like yourself and your friends in your world, such as the @system, where @s refers to yourself, @a refers to all players, @e refers to all entities, mobs included, @p refers to the closest player, and @r refers to a random player. You can also use this sort of chart to help yourself remember. S in self, A in all, R in random, E in everything, P in proximity, which refers to the nearness or closeness of someone. And yes, nearness is a word, I checked. Now that we got that out of the way, let's choose the player that it affects. In this case, I chose myself and used speed as my effect, since it's very well known. I will add that if you decide to enter your command as is, right here, it will still work. If you decide to do this, you will have an effect for 30 seconds at level 1 with particles activated. If you want to prevent this, this is where we go a little further. Here, you can decide the length of your command. However, it can only be written in seconds. In this case, I chose 10 seconds and I hit enter. The command is missing information because the game only knew I wanted speed for 10 seconds. I never told it what level of speed or if I wanted particles or not, so it defaulted to level 1 with particles. The next piece of information is the strength or level of effect, henceforth known as the amplifier. The amplifier works a little funny though, so I will explain that thoroughly. I'm sure most of you weren't expecting algebra today, but here we are. So looking at this command, you might be scratching your head a little bit. Why did I put a 0 for the amplifier and not a 1? Why would I want speed level 0? This is where things get a little bit weird. It's the conversion between command and real time that gets a little finicky. The level of effect you call for will always be one number greater than what you put in the command. To put it simply, think of A as an amplification plus 1. So in short, your amplifier is always going to be 1 less than whatever level of effect you have. So if I put in 0 as my amplifier, then in gameplay, that's going to mean I get level 1 speed. Of course, because I didn't specify the particles, you probably guessed, they stick with me. Great thing about effects is its unlimited potential for crazed fun, and putting your amplifier to a maximum, which is 255, is the way to have fun because that gives you level 256 of whatever you specified. There's more on that later, but we'll get there. So just to make sure that you understand the amplifier, I'm going to quiz you a little bit. If I have an amplifier of 4, what level will my speed be? If you said 5, you are correct. If I set my amplifier to 99, what's my speed? If you say 100, you're correct. If you're still having trouble, just remember, it's the amplifier plus 1. That's all it is. And now that we understand our amplifier, now the game is giving us our option to hide our particles. If you want to hide them, you say true. If you don't, either leave it blank or say false. Pretty simple, it's just a yes or no question. And there you have it. Now you have a basic knowledge of how effects work. Now go fool around with it and use jump boost to your heart's content. Class dismissed.